Police in Delaware County have arrested a suspect connected to rape that allegedly happened on a SEPTA L train. Matt Petrillo was at Upper Darby Police Headquarters right now with the disturbing details of this breaking news. Matt?
I'm sorry. Every time I see this guy, man, I think of that video I did. If you want to see that video, man, this guy and the other anchors here, the other Sun anchors here at CBS Philadelphia, talking about getting profiled and getting stopped by cops and how they terrified of cops and all this crap. If you want to see that video, link is in the description box, man, or pinned comment. Every time I see this guy, I can't get that out of my head. What he said on that video. I mean, the ridiculousness. It's hard for me to just see this guy and not crack up laughing, man.
Matt Petrillo was at Upper Darby Police Headquarters right now with the disturbing details of this breaking news. Matt?
Well, Yuki, police are still in the early stages of their investigation, but they tell us that suspect has a history with police. Well, take a look. Authorities have identified that suspect as 35-year-old Fishton Noy. He now faces rape and other charges in connection to the incident that happened near 69th Street in Upper Darby around 11 o'clock Wednesday night. Police say a woman reported she was raped on the inbound L train. Investigators also say the attack happened while others were standing around on the train and, quote, did nothing.
Oh, they were scared, man. Look, this is the society that these people in Pennsylvania, down there, southeastern Pennsylvania, oh my, they begged for this. Did you hear what they're doing now? Now in Philadelphia, cops can't stop you for minor traffic offenses. So, like, unless you mow somebody down, they can't stop you. And then if they stop you, they can't do anything about if you don't have a registration or a license. And this is all because they say disparity. The disparity, it was a disparity in the people who get pulled over. Like the cop can see into the car, like the cop sitting driving and some car just comes whizzing by speeding, and he just knows that it's a brother in there, or like, I mean, yeah, so now cops are hamstrung. They're not going to be able to pull people over. And when people do things egregious enough to get pulled over, they're not going to be able to do nothing. Because you got to, I mean, the person literally has to have a body in, well, not in the trunk, in the back seat, because you can't get to the trunk, because you really can't charge them with nothing. Back in the day, you could say, okay, we your license. I don't have my license. Registration. I don't have a registration. All right, can you step out the car? I mean, if they got a body in the trunk, they fine. As long as they ain't got a body in the back seat, there ain't nothing you can do in Philadelphia now. This is what these, and they pressed for this to be passed, the law. And now you got a young lady getting assaulted on the train in front of people, and you know it was a sister or Umbrita, and they demanded this. When people like me said, well, George Floyd, you know, he was part of a crew called the Robinson Jackers down there in Houston, and they would go around and, you know, do home invasions, and George was the, you know, he was the ringleader, and you know he put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach one time and robbed her at gunpoint while other dudes pistol whipped her. They making that, they just saying that to try to disparage. It was always women. They saying that to just try to disparage his image. Of course they gonna say, yeah, he was a, all right. It's karma, man. That woman that he did that to, and the other people, countless other people that crew robbed with him at the lead. They gotta watch you build statues for this guy. They gotta watch you get this dude family millions and millions of dollars. They gotta watch people cry and act like somebody like they knew him. People sobbing in the streets. The universe heard your cries. He said, "Oh yeah, okay, well, gotcha." And this stuff is gonna continue to happen, man. Oh, this stuff gonna continue to happen. You don't just turn that off. A woman getting assaulted on a train, and people just like reading the paper, looking on their cell phone. You can't turn that off quickly.
Authorities have identified that suspect as 35-year-old Fishton Noy. He now faces rape and other charges in connection to the incident that happened near 69th Street in Upper Darby around 11 o'clock Wednesday night. Police say a woman reported she was raped on the inbound L train. Investigators also say the attack happened while others were standing around on the train and, quote, did nothing. A police officer on his beat later found the suspect on the train partially clothed near the victim and then took action. People who ride the L are stunned to learn about these disturbing details.
They need more security. They really do. They really need a lot of security. Because it's getting bad out here. You can't even get on the bus.
How many protests you think she went to? How many people she chastised and canceled on Twitter over this whole last 2 years, this wokeapocalypse? You think she a conservative? You think she voted for the amendment to have minor traffic offenses illegal for the cops to stop people for that stuff? You think she voted against that? I don't think so. I think she's for all the wokeness. And now it's gotten pretty bad, and she's kind of changed her mind, but she won't change her mind in the ballot box, the ballot booth. When she go to that booth and close them curtains, she gonna reflexively circle the box, fill in the circle next to the person with the D in front of their name. She gonna reflexively do it. They're hopeless.
They need more security. They really do. They really need a lot of security. Because it's getting bad out here. You can't even get on the bus.
Were people watching just doing nothing at the time?
Were they watching? I don't know. Again, we're still going through the video, but there was a lot of people, in my opinion, that should have intervened. Somebody should have done something. It speaks to where we are in society. I mean, who would allow something like that to take place? So it's troubling. But again, we're working on that, and we're trying to identify anyone that we saw coming on and off the L at that time.
And police also tell us that suspect did not know the victim. That suspect is now locked up in the Delaware County Jail.
See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, was it like a girlfriend, or was it like these like homeless, vagabonds, a transient couple, and they were, getting their frequent, something crazy like that. To come to find out he didn't know the woman. Yikes. Wow. And this is going to continue to happen. And this is what these people asked for. They demanded this. And I hate to see this, man. I think the other day we did a video about a guy who drove on the street. He got bounced from the club and he came back and drove on the sidewalk and almost hit a bunch of party goers that were standing outside the club he just got kicked out of. And I gave my, opinion on it, and people got in the comment section. They were very upset. They were like, whoa. Guy didn't deserve to die, man. Just because he, ran up on the sidewalk. He was only going 3 miles per hour. First of all, you don't know that. Second of all, the people who were there, they don't know that he wasn't trying to kill them, as you guys say. They don't know that. And then third, well, they didn't have to beat him to death. Well, listen, they might not have beat him to death. They might have beat him and he died. Y'all do know that's how it goes sometimes. It's not like a certain amount you beat somebody to death. You beat them and then, he not moving. Oh, kick him. Oh, shit. See if he got a pull. Oh, run. Like, it ain't like they just beat him up for trying to run him over. And he died. Listen, some of these things, like with this case, I feel terrible about what happened to this woman. However, I know she was with the woke stuff. And if you were, sorry. I don't feel bad for you. I feel terrible about what happened, but I don't feel bad for you. Sorry. Not sorry. Unless you're a family member or something.
And police also tell us that suspect did not know the victim. That suspect is now locked up in the Delaware County Jail. Reporting live outside Upper Darby Police Headquarters, Matt Petrillo, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Matt, thank you for that.
And I didn't do this story when it happened. This story about the Bronx man. Who was chasing that woman down the hallway. They had footage of her coming into the building. He's standing outside the building, holding up a lamppost, like, a lot of brothers. And, he saw her. He was like, oh, he tried to holler at her, tried to catch her. I guess she walked too fast, and he had to run behind her. And he chased her, and she saw him coming at the last minute, and she hurried up and locked her door and, narrowly escaped his clutches. And this is a big story. A lot of sisters on YouTube was talking about this. A lot of people on Twitter were talking about it. This is my thing, though. Come to find out, this guy had 37 priors. Okay? 37 prior arrests. And when I tell y'all guys that, a lot of times, I know you guys roll your eyes. Even though I know you guys are ock-pilled. Y'all done took the ock pill. So y'all know what's up. But I know a lot of you guys, when I say, oh man, the average, son man, who, you're going to run into in the street or in some kind of situation like that, I'm not talking about the brothers that are doing whatever they're doing. I'm talking about the element. He's been arrested, X amount of times before they even an adult. And then those are all scratched from the record, and those are sealed, and you can't pull that up. And then it starts over at 18. It's a reset. So this guy has 37 arrests. And it may be 60, 70, but, we can't go back and look at those juvenile records. 37 prior arrests. And these people in New York voted for this. They voted for this. Now they voted in the new mayor, Eric Adams, and we'll see how that goes, but they voted for this.
We have an update now on the man who chased a Bronx woman into her apartment building last week. Police say they arrested Orisha Lucky, who has an extensive criminal record with 37 prior arrests. NYPD detectives posted on social media the 41-year-old suspect was found thanks to a tip. Lucky now charged with attempted burglary, harassment, and criminal trespassing.